A long time.
No.
That's a fun story.
Yeah.
My best friend, who is a band director now and was a band nerd then, couldn't take his own girlfriend, who is his now wife, to her prom because he had UIL competition. So I had to take my best friend's soon-to-be wife to her own prom. He paid me. So there's
Happened to be my senior prom.
which happened to be her
gosh.
senior prom. So we ran into each other, which I ended up spending more time with her at my best friend's wife's prom than I was supposed to.
And that was where we took our first ever picture together.
Which we still have.
I've seen that picture.
It's a Polaroid.
So I weighed like 95 pounds, not a single hair on my whole body, eyelashes, nothing.
No eyelashes. It was the weirdest thing.
And that apparently did it for her. Then about a year later, I proposed to her, and then
a year later.
about a year later, we got married, and it's been 14 years, 15 this February.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, buddy.
We've always wanted a family, but because of chemotherapy, Corey hasn't been able to have children. I went to visit my older sister in Colorado. We hadn't really talked about it. Korban wasn't planned, but my older sister told me about him while I was in Colorado, and I said, I want that baby. She was telling me about his parents. They were homeless druggies and pretty much just abandoned him at the hospital. My older sister and I, we have the same father but different mothers, and he's related on her mom's side. So she had talked to her aunt earlier that day, and her aunt had told her the story, and so she was relaying the story to me. I said, I want that baby. And she was like, what? You're not serious? And she kind of laughed it off. I said, seriously, I want that baby. And she said, don't you need to talk to Corey? I said, no, I know what the answer is. I will text him if it makes you feel better. And so I texted him. So we started paperwork. I mean, that day she called her aunt back and told her, and thus began our long journey of Korban.
They didn't legally have any rights to him until he had been placed with them 12 months. So they were barely halfway through their thing, and they knew family could come looking for him. But even at that point, we still had to visit him every weekend for a month.
Yeah.
He wanted us to establish a relationship with him before he just wound up in some new home. But the placement was very easy. We're not really sure how the relationship was with his foster family, but it didn't seem like he was very connected. The first time that we visited with him, it was time for our visitation to be up, and so we just laid hands on him and we prayed for restoration, for healing. We got a phone call immediately the next day saying, we don't know what's going on. He jumped from just crawling to actually pulling up on tables and walking around furniture,
Holding on to stuff.
And he had his eye appointment yesterday, and he's fully tracking, and he's responsive in different areas that we didn't think. So, but yeah, so I mean, it was amazing. It was really, really cool. It was mild.
Yeah.
Had he have received the care that he needed immediately, they want to start these helmets as early as 3 months. Because they started at 6 months, he then had to have it on for 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
So when they found out that the placement was going to be official, that he was going to be with us, the judge asked if the foster family had any suggestions, and that was one of the things that they said that we just really couldn't believe, was that they said, yes, if they go, we either want reimbursement for the treatment or we want the helmet back.